Mm-hmm. So Chicky had been complaining to the doctors about the handcuffs being too tight and how awkward it is for him to try to sleep shot up and handcuffed to the bed. So the doctors assured him that they would talk to the police about getting the handcuffs off of him while he's in the hospital. So the next morning when the officer came back in, the doctor hollered at him, they took the cuffs off of him. Now he only had an officer watching his room during visiting hours. Make sure nobody would come in there. But once visiting hours was over, they would leave. So Chicky and Tanya devised a plan to go head on and sneak Chicky out the hospital. All right, so boom. Once visiting hours was over, Chicky put the call in to Tanya, but she was already in the house getting ready, putting on her nurse scrubs that she had from 10 years ago. She was in nursing school, so she let Chicky know she was on top of it and not to worry. Once they got out the phone, she finished doing her hair, went and got the wheelchair out the basement. From that time, Chicky had fucked his ankle up on a motorcycle accident. Still had the wheelchair, so she went on ahead and took that outside. Put that in the car. Then one by one, she started loading Chicky bags into the vehicle. One bag had clothes and shoes, hygiene products and things of that nature in it, while other bags had money and guns in them. She quickly loaded them in, short the trunk, started making her way down the hospital. When she finally got there, she pulled up out front and left the blinkers running. Left the blinkers on and pushed the wheelchair in the hospital past the security desk like she worked there. And as though she had on scrubs, the security guard at the front desk barely looked at her. She slipped right on by and got on the elevator. Once she reached the third floor, she pushed the wheelchair down the hall to his room. None of the nurses seemed to be paying her no mind. She quickly snatched back the curtain and rolled the wheelchair up to the bed where Chicky was laid at. He had already took his breathing mask off and snatched them tubes out. So as soon as he seen her come in the room, he started sitting up out the bed. She get to helping him out the bed. He moving as fast as he could, but his body so sore, it hurt to move. But miraculously, she gets him off the bed and into the wheelchair. Chicky tell Tanya, like, don't worry, baby, don't be nervous. Just keep a straight face and walk straight out. He like, even if they call you, just keep walking like you on hand. But Tanya like, all right, baby, I'm ready. She reached down, give him a kiss, and just start rolling him out the room. Turn right, goes right on out past the nurses, onto the elevator, past the security desk, into the parking lot. They excited, they done got away with it. He quickly helps him into the car. It was already running, she left him sitting there with the blinkers on. When she got him in the car, she hurried up and ran around the car, jumped in, pulled off. Woo! Hurry up and got the fuck out that complex. The whole time she drives, she just kept saying, shit, they ain't deporting my baby. Yeah, man, so like I say, Linda's standing there on the porch, ass naked, holding her service weapon, yelling to the top of her lungs, Adriana! Adriana! Shit! She turned around, run back in the house, grabbed the phone, called 911. Let them know her daughter was abducted from her house. She managed to kill one of the attackers. 911 operator asking her, well, where's he at? She yelling in the phone, he laid at the bottom of my steps. The 911 operator telling her to calm down. They're like, calm down, they got my fucking daughter. So the operator let her know some units was on the way. She tried to keep Linda on the phone, but once she said some units was on the way, Linda hung straight up. Still holding the gun, she walked over to the body, pulled the mask off his head. He was surprised at how young he was. He lay there with his eyes wide open. She stepped over top of the body, run up the steps, throw on a shirt and a pair of shorts. By the time she come back down the steps, the police is pulling up. They come in, take pictures of the body, put a sheet over top of him, wait for the coroner to come get him. He takes Linda down the station. They'll take the house off, make it a crime scene. When they get Linda down the station, they get to asking her for pictures of her daughter, 1,000 questions about why something like this could have happened. She telling them she had no idea. She didn't recognize the dude she killed at all. But then they start asking her about her husband, Levi. Then a light went off in her head. This probably behind fucking Levi. She didn't say it, but she was thinking it. The detectives asked, did she know where he was? She like, I don't know, he left out with his brothers. I don't know when he supposed to came back. So they tell her they gonna take the pictures that she gave the detectives of her daughter and broadcast them on the news. Tanya just sat there shaking with tears coming out of her eyes. She just kept saying, they better not hurt my baby. They better not hurt my baby. So the officer reassured her that, ma'am, we're gonna do everything in our power to bring your daughter home safely. Then they show her a picture of the dude that she killed in the house. His last mugshot he took from over the city jail. And that's when she seen the name on the picture. Tavon Wheatley, AKA T-Rock, Lil T-Rock. He had a West Baltimore address. So they let her know because it was a kidnapping, they would be searching his house, looking for Adriana. The officers let her know she did a good job defending her house. And they was gonna do everything in their power to get her daughter back.